Yo, what's good, y'all? So today we're gonna go ahead and start working on the S14 for this. Um, we're gonna diagnose it today, clean it up. We got this car as a really good deal, and we're gonna set it up just as a simple car, just to get some seat time. As we go through it today, kind of show you if you see in there, it has some stuff in there, it has some goodies. Unfortunately, we had a little mishap with this car, but we're not ready to talk about that. But we'll get her ready today. Matt's gonna diagnose her. I'm gonna sit around. Gary's gonna see what he needs to do for the body.
You got a new hood.
Oh, we didn't even talk about that. The wind did us kind of dirty. If you can see it here, there,
This thing is fluff.
up here. I didn't even see that. Damn, you got a good eye. Yeah, well, she's a little rough around the edges, but it's okay. We're not gonna go crazy. Like, nothing out of pocket, nothing nuts. Just simple. Make sure it runs good. Off the bat, it looks like some of these vacuum hoses are really suspect.
All of them come off.
Well, yeah. What else we got? That one. What goods we see, Matt? Good old Megan. Hey. But it'll get the job done. See what else? As we clean it up and go through the interior too. Mm-hmm. Oh, wheels.
Oh no.
Figure it out. We'll get back in a little bit though and start getting into this. As we see anything interesting, I'll point it out. I'll show you guys. Alright, so we slightly pushed out the little bump that was on top of the hood. Gary's gonna take care of some things, then he's gonna come back and he's gonna take care of this dent that we got going on right here. He spotted that. I didn't even fucking see that. That's crazy. So yeah, he's gonna take care of that. We pulled the headliner a little bit down to gain access underneath to push out the bump. It wasn't that bad, but unfortunately they did take the stereo. We got a couple more things. Came with an energy hub that tilts up. We got some gauges. The car looks like it's on coilovers, but I'm not sure which kind. We would have to jack it up and take a look. So you can kind of see the top hats here. We're still gonna clean it up, but yeah, Matt already went through and took out all the vacuum lines for reference. Then what else did you say it's gonna need? A whole lot of it. But besides that, you said the lines.
Replace vacuum lines, probably fuel lines, fuel filter, injector O-rings, flush it with good gas. Maybe look at the plugs. It needs an exhaust because apparently someone stole the exhaust off of it.
Yeah, that's the mishap that we were talking about. But yeah, they took the stereo, took the exhaust, took the turbo timer, took the boost controller.
Probably maybe look into that.
We gotta look into these. Yeah, these are a little suspect. They look, it might, I don't know.
Give it a nut and bolt check.
And we'll check the car, yeah, for sure. And then that's pretty much it. The interior's not bad. I mean, obviously, everybody knows these crack, but it's all in there. We just really gotta, like Matt said, just give it some love. And
Uncracked dashboards that here go for a handful.
honestly, I think,
Sold one for 400.
damn, that's nuts. That is nuts. Yeah. Once we actually start getting more into it, we'll check back and let you guys know what's going on with it. I'm trying to see what else I can show. It's got a little bit of suspension stuff. Let's see if I can get you guys in there and see what kind of coilovers you got. I'm not too sure. Yeah, we still haven't gone completely through it. We're just assessing what we could through the outside, kind of just getting a game plan together for how we're going to approach this. But like I said, it's not going to be anything crazy. It's going to be pretty much a simple car. Just try to get some seat time. But it was a solid deal. Couldn't pass it up. So we cop. Now we're going to clean her up, give her some love, and we'll see what we do with it. Check it into the wall.
No, this car was going to the wall.
Oh, the green one. I thought this one, I was like, okay. I guess the green one. But the green one's pretty much done. We just need to do some minor adjustments to that. Might do that today. We'll see how the day goes. If not, it'll be a different video. We'll see how it goes, honestly. Yeah.
Take two.
For take two. All right, cut that shit. All right, so checking in a little bit. We diagnosed the car, and after diagnosing it and looking at the actual body and what it has on it and everything, it's a little bit more than what Gary wants to step into. And being honest, it's not really his vibe. So I took the opportunity and bought it to make like a fun car, because I know my GS is gonna take a while. Like, I gotta get the transmission, I gotta get the drive shaft done, I gotta do the there's a lot that needs to go into the first gen before that car could be really driven the way I want to drive. And I'm tired of not driving, so I took it upon myself to buy the S14 off of Gary. He was gonna part it out because he said it's trash, to be honest. But I think with some love we can have a fun street car. A little bit later, I'll show you everything that we're gonna be doing to it. We're gonna just start working, because once it gets dark, it's kind of hard to film. So I wanted to film a recap before it gets dark, and then we'll talk a little bit more what I actually bought and why I bought the car. So catch back in a little bit. So you gotta replace your rack bushings.
I'm gonna replace the whole rack. That's internal play.
Dang.
Rack is shut. Pretty sure it's got some play to it. I don't even know if I'm gonna keep this car.
Well, yeah. His car got hit on the street. That's why we moved around the cars in the other video and got my car up the driveway. Somebody wasn't paying attention. They're on their phone. They hit the rear end of Maddie's car and pretty much wrote this chassis off, in his opinion. It could be saved that he does a lot of work to it, but there's a possibility that he doesn't want to do that. He might just reshell if he can find an affordable shell, and just basically switch everything over from this car to another shell. But like he was saying, his bushings are on the way out for his steering rack. But if it's at that point, he's saying that he might as well just replace the whole rack. He was also looking at getting actual solid mounts for his engine. And I think that's it, but it's all a debate right now, honestly, because he doesn't know if he's going to keep the chassis or not. So it all depends on how this event goes, honestly. If he really, like, thrashes on this, he might just keep it as a missile, he said. If not, if a chassis comes up, if a new shell comes up for a decent price, I might reshell this car. We'll see. We'll find out. But he's running in there to get some tools, because we are gonna mess with the we are gonna adjust the height for sure, because he already baconed his fender hard, like sucked it in. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it's pretty messed up. So yeah, that's pretty messed up. So let me show you real quick. This is as good as Maddie was able to get it. There's a pretty huge gap there, so that's why he's not sure if he's gonna keep this or reshell the car. But it's kind of up in the air, and it's really up to him. Like, either way, whatever he wants to do, it's his decision. So we'll see how it goes after the event at Vegas Drift. So yeah, like, looking into this car a little bit more, seeing what needs to be done. We already know, we went through the list of what we need to do to it. Gary went over to get some tools for me to start ripping into this car so I could get it ready for paint. because I do not want to run this car gray. I want to paint it all one color. And he's going to teach me how to paint this car and how to do body work to it. So, never done that. So, that's going to be pretty interesting. We'll figure that out. But, yeah, we'll check back in a little bit. We're going to just try to get as much done as we can before it gets dark. And then see what else we get into today. All right. Spaghetti. Let they come down again?
No.
Oh.
It's hot. Don't even bother.
Ooh.
We're gonna fix it.
Why is it so hot?
It started to strip. I was like, nope, come back out.
Ooh. Well, Matt raised the car. Quite a significant amount. I didn't really see. I was over there working with Gary. He was helping me with the car. We'll see what it looks like right now once the car is actually lowered. It's gonna be pretty interesting to see. We'll be back in a little bit. Let me fix my pipe. I wasn't around. I was in Long Beach.
Yeah.
That would have been sick.
Here we went.
Ooh. Is the e-brake now on?
No.
Put the e-brake on?
That's
Alright. Okay, so Matt's done adjusting his thing. It's got legit fitment now. Wait till I show you guys. Man. They're gonna think you're an ant. Because you low to the earth. That's pot wall. I'm just playing. Alright. Well, let's see real quick. What does it look like? That's not, I mean, that's still lower than stock like you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get the front angle.
I'm doing bad things.
Is it still
No.
good?
I mean, after the event, I mean, it's not like there's gonna be any jumps.
True. Let's take a look at the other side, because this was the side that was rubbing really hard. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dang, Matt, that's cool right there. Whoa, dang, look at that. Wow. Stock one goes here, and it's really ugly, but damn, where'd you get this one? Man. If only somebody offered them, right? We have coolant overflow tanks too. Shameless plug. Buy one. They're dope.
Summertime, you really know what next period is about.
For
You're not gonna be out in the daylight.
That's why they're called nice bird.
They plug this with the nighttime.
For real. So I didn't know if I talked about this before, but we do offer Aristo coolant overflow tanks. In my opinion, they're a better option than running the stock coolant overflow, which sits in a really inconvenient location somewhere around there. This one relocates it right here, right in front of your radiator, and it mounts to stock locations that are already there. We offer them. So like I was saying, we offer them, and they mount to already a stock location using all the mounting points. You don't need to do no type of extra work to make it work. We do give you the hose needed to tap in here, and it routes nicely back to your coolant overflow tank. And these are straight out of Aristos, as you can see. They come with everything you need to mount. And we do make sure you guys get the line. So let us know if you guys are interested in those. Comment down below, or you can DM me on my Instagram at Night Spirit Autoworks or at me_motorsports. So just let us know if you guys need these. We do offer these and the windshield reservoir tanks for Aristos as well that help with mounting front mounts. This car doesn't run it because as you see, this car, the piping runs across and it goes down there. Let me see if I can show you. kind of see it. That's a stock side mount. This car runs a stock side mount. The other car, which we'll do a whole separate video on that car, that's car going to be running a front mount. So this one doesn't use the windshield washer reservoir tank that we offer, but it uses the stock one, because this one still runs the side mount intercoolers, which we do offer as well. So if you need one, let us know. You can DM me, or pretty soon I'll get together, put my shit together, and get a website going. But yeah,
You can also get front mounts.
we can get front mounts too. Dang, I be forgetting. I need to write something down before I do these so I can know what to tell you guys.
You can get everything.
We can get a little bit of everything. You can get suspension products too, like I said in the other video. We got the BC coilovers for this car, and we're gonna be getting coilovers for my car, and we'll see what's on the S14. Honestly, I don't want to dump any money into that car. I want to just get it running. Matt's already giving me shit for buying it. It's cool. I don't care. I think it's cool. So, bam. Get you one of these, a side mount, or the windshield overflow tanks. They're dope. The windshield reservoirs, not overflow, the reservoirs. All right, get it right. All off of Risto clips. So let us know. We can bring them down to Cali, because we will be at Apple Valley for the 90s Forever event. And maybe we can bring them down too for the Vegas event. But let us know. All right. So didn't end up filming the rest of it because we were trying to rush and take advantage of the last bit of sunlight that we had. And we don't have much lighting back here. It's all good though. Matt finished adjusting the rest of his setup, suspension and stuff. Raised the car. So now it's good. Also raised the rear to match it, because he was dumped FD spec the way he did it. If you wouldn't adjusted that, it looked a little funny. But that way, it gets all the function out of the suspension. And then I worked on this a bit. I know, don't judge me. I know. Maybe tomorrow I'll go more into detail and show you guys what we actually did. But yeah, here she is. The 14. Gotta get this thing running, gotta make it look nice so we could drive it. Alright, that's pretty much it for today. We finished up Maddie's suspension, worked on the 14, diagnosed it, ended up buying it today, which was unexpected, but it's all good. I want to drive this. Maddie is gonna drive this. Everyone's gonna drive this. It's gonna be a fun little seat car. But that's pretty much it for today. Catch you guys tomorrow on the next video.